Is this the most underrated roller coaster at Busch Gardens, Tampa? Cheetah Hunt is a launch coaster located at Busch Gardens, Tampa in Tampa, Florida. Cheetah Hunt was built by the Swiss coaster company Intamin, and this unique family thrill coaster features 3 different launches, an inversion, and tons of airtime moments. I got to secure a couple rides on this coaster, and in this review, I'll give out my full in-depth thoughts about it, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more theme park content. So let's begin this review with the presentation for Cheetah Hunt, and what a first impression it makes. As you first see the unique Windcatcher Tower, which is shown on screen, it looks tiny compared to the other coasters at Busch Gardens, Tampa. So you see the front entrance and it looks nice, but you should expect a high wait time when you visit. This is by far the most popular ride here at Busch Gardens, Tampa, and it also has putrid capacity, so expect a 30 to 45 minute wait when you go, or even more. It depends when you visit. So I'll do my best to break down the ride experience for Cheetah Hunt. So you roll out of the station and you hear this hissing noise, and bam, you begin to launch. Then you turn to the left and stall out a little bit, then you dive underneath the pathway and then you hit your second launch. This has some great pull to it. Then you rise up into the Windcatcher Tower. If you don't know what this coaster element is, it's a top hat with some bank turns at the top. So you rise up, go through a right helix, and transition into a left helix, and dive into a tunnel. And beware, Cheetah Hunt has a little shimmy throughout the layout, and you can definitely notice it right here. So you calmly bank to the left, and back to the right, and back to the left while going down into a small tunnel. Then the train banks back to the right and ascends into the hardline roll. This is where these over-the-shoulder restraints come into play. They really dig into your shoulders during that maneuver, and it's really uncomfortable. But after that, you go through some straight track and then turn to the right, and you're over some water during this moment, and it's really cool. Then you keep banking to the right, and the next moment is really good, and I'm referring to these S-bends. It's a really fun moment on Cheetah Hunt. Then you gradually rise to the right and hit launch number 3. This is by far the most intense launch on the coaster. It has some serious pull. Then you soar over a camelback. This has great airtime. Then you glide through some bank turns and airtime hills while going over some animal habitats. Then you sharply turn to the left and straighten out, and that concludes your ride experience on Cheetah Hunt. So I think Cheetah Hunt is a really good coaster. This is one of my favorite attractions at the park, and there is one glaring critique: the restraints. These are not pleasant. If they can give this coaster the same restraints as Velocicoaster or Pantheon, that'll make this jump up my coaster list. It would be better than Icebreaker and maybe Beast, but overall, I do like this coaster. I don't love it, but it has some great moments, and this is ranked number 22 in my top 25. But for Cheetah Hunt's final score, it gets a 7 out of 10. This is one of the better rides at Busch Gardens, along with Iron Gwazi and Montu. It's probably the 4th best coaster here. If you want to hear on how I rank the park's rides, go ahead and check out the video in the card above. So I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on Cheetah Hunt, if you've ridden it or not? Our goal for this year is to hit 700 subscribers before next year, and it's up to you if you want to support the channel. And you can expect a new video coming out in the next 5 days. So make sure to keep that adrenaline pumping, and thanks for watching.